Alright, for those who don't know who I am a former member of the Team Underground channel that we have, and I'm also one of 5 hosts that host the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tourney in Kenneville, Indiana. So, that Team Underground channel isn't doing a whole lot of shit right now. So we're basically gonna fucking scrap that channel, we're gonna try doing shit on this channel, and make things more better. Now, I apologize if you cannot hear me well and you have to turn your volume up. This mic is kind of an old one. Yeah. So, I'm sorry if you can't hear me or shit and you have to turn your volume up. We're gonna try to get that fixed. But right now, for this video, I just want to talk about four important cards of Gravekeepers that came out in the Legacy Pack that's going to kind of make Gravekeepers a little bit more stronger and a little bit more difficult to run over. And why I see that if not this coming format in March, May, whatever, that's going to come out, at least within the next 2 to 3 formats, I see these Gravekeeper stuff getting hits. This first card we're going to talk about is Hidden Temples of Necro Valley. Now, I agree with this card to a standpoint. Now remember, I'm only trying to keep things in perspective, so calm down if you love Gravekeepers. I love them too. I'm just seeing where this might take out. There is a drawback that if you don't have a Gravekeeper monster or Necro Valley in the field, this card has to be destroyed. I get it, but with the new Gravekeeper stuff out, it's not going to be that hard to keep them both on the field. Now, as long as this card is on the field, no monster can be special summoned except Gravekeeper monsters. That includes to both players. Now, the person playing the Gravekeeper deck obviously gonna have Gravekeeper monsters. Gonna be able to special summon for days. Opponent not gonna be able to do shit. And a lot of the stuff, you know, Prophecy, Mythic Maiden with stuff, it's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able to special summon a lot of beat sticks that are gonna be able to do a whole lot. Now, Fire Fist maybe might have something to help out against this. I'm not sure. It's still kind of touch and go at the moment, but we're gonna see what happens. I'm just kind of giving you everyone a general idea what might happen with this. So basically saying, as long as this card's on the field, opponent can't special summon worse shit. Now the next card we have Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. Now this is gonna be one of the reasons people are gonna be running 3 of these, and I see this card maybe going to 1 or 2. Now the only drawback is you can only activate once per turn, and I get that because it's kind of a bit overpowering on effect negation, because it can act when any effect activates, whether it be spell, trap, or monster, and you control a Gravekeeper monster and a Necro Valley, you can negate that activation if you destroy it. Now that's probably the only reason why I agree with Konami when they say they can only activate 1 of these cards per turn. I get that. I'm not against this card. I'm just saying that because it's not going to be that hard to keep both on the field, this card might be a small bit of a problem. Now, another reason why these cards are going to be kind of difficult, Gravekeeper Shaman. This level 6 spellcaster bitch gains 200 defense for each Gravekeeper monster in the graveyard. Now, she is a 1500 attack, 1500 defense. You can easily add her with Recruiter, or you can even special summon her with Spy or Nobleman if you're fancy enough to do that. I wouldn't. I would use Spy to do so. So Nobleman destroy, set Spy, flip Spy, summon Shaman in defense. Actually, I can't remember. Can you summon Gravekeeper monsters in attack or defense? You have a choice. Whatever. That's not the problem. That's not the point. Back on topic. As long as this card is on the field, neither player can. I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. Negate all monster effects that activate in the graveyard instead of Gravekeeper monsters. Okay, well, what the fuck have we had going on here? So, it was challenging enough when you couldn't special summon monsters in general with Hidden Temple. Now, she's basically saying that your graveyard is fucked. My graveyard is good, yours is fucked. That's a bit bullshit if you ask me. And it's like, yeah, you can easily run over. Well, you got Imperial Tomb, and then you got a bunch of other staples that are gonna kind of prevent her from happening. As long as Hidden Temple's on the field, you can't special summon. Obviously, you're gonna have, by the time she's out on the field, you're gonna have at least 1 or 2 Gravekeeper monsters out. Now, if you have Hidden Temple, example, Necker Valley and her, how often is she going to be able to get destroyed? Because if you can't special summon, then you have to normal summon to try to overpower her. Now, alone, and if you equip spells, Forbidden Chance, Forbidden Loss, whatever, if you're fancy, I get that. I'm just saying, alone, how many monsters can you normal summon that's going to have more than at least 2200 defense? I'm sorry, not defense, attack. That's going to be able to run her over. Not a whole lot. I mean, yeah, you got Chainsaw Insect and a few other things, but yeah, just normal summon monster, double summon, tribute, maybe a monarch. I get that. Still, probably not gonna happen a lot. A lot of their staples and support is gonna kind of prevent that. Gravekeeper's Oracle goal is going to be a bit of a game changer, and with this, I now see Swords of Concealing Light coming back in Gravekeepers and kind of seeing more play again, because it has 3 effects. You can either tribute 1 or 3 Gravekeeper monsters to tribute summon this monster, and you get those effects. You get any number of these effects based on the number of monsters you tribute. Now, like I said, you can either tribute 3 or you can tribute 1. You can't tribute 2. So you're going to get either one of these effects, or you're going to get them all. And the first effect is he gains attack equal to the combined levels of all monsters that tribute for him times 100. So obviously, if you're only tributing 1, you're not really going to activate this effect, because on average, the Gravekeeper monster is like what, 4. So that's a 400 attack. Yeah, he'd be a 2400 monster, 29 with Necker Valley. There's better effects. The other effects, if you're gonna activate that effect, you would be tributing 3 monsters. Now, the main effect people would tribute 1 for if they have Swords of Concealing Light in play, is when this card is summoned, destroy all set monsters your opponent controls. Swords of Concealing Light, activate this continuous spell. All monsters on your opponent's side of the field go into face-down defense position. Regular monsters, tokens, trap monsters, all of them. And they can't be flip summoned or change that battle position except by a card effect, as long as Swords of Concealing Light is on the field. Now, it is a continuous spell that lasts for only 2 turns, so it's not that big a deal. But when this card is out, they're gonna play this, summon him, destroy all set monsters, and they're just gonna ram into you. Now, the third effect is all monsters your opponent currently controls at the time loses 200 attack and defense. So that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Not only is he gonna be at 25 when he's out at the time, monsters are gonna start losing some points. Yeah. Point deduction. How do you feel about that? Be a little bit salty for that much attack loss. You shouldn't either bow down before me. You don't, gonna ram into you. So anyways, thank you for watching. I know this is a bit of a long video. I'm gonna try to make these short as much as possible. And again, I'm sorry if you can't hear me so fucking well, because this mic sucks ass. We're gonna try to get that fixed. We're going to try to get more videos too. We're going to be more active and everything. There will be times where I'm kind of looking down like this, because I'll be using my iPhone from time to time just in case. So anyway, thank you for watching. Click responsibly. Do whatever it is you have to do. I don't care. More videos will come up. More topics. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, I will do so. And we'll get right on it.